now Mom just made me look bad. Okay, yeah, unmute Burrows. That'd help too. Welcome back, Connor. I don't know if you know. Your mom will probably know this. When I say welcome back, Connor, that doesn't mean anything to you, does it?
Should it?
Well, there used to be a TV show called Welcome Back, Cotter.
Okay.
And it was Mr. Cotter he was the teacher, and he taught the sweat hogs, they were called.
Right.
They were like the dummies of
I think
the
I've
school.
heard of this, actually.
And it was Welcome Back, Cotter. Gabe Kaplan was the guy that played it. And back when I was young, it was Order Your rerun from the 70s. So Mom would probably know that one. Nancy, thanks for the follow-up there on TikTok.
That might not even be on DVD. You got to get that on VHS.
Oh, no, it's out there. It's out there. Anyway, welcome back, Connor.
She knew. My mom knows.
Yeah, welcome back, Mr. Cotter. Oh, Mr. Cotter, Arnold Horseshack, and Vinnie Barbarino was played by John Travolta.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah. So
a young John Travolta.
A very young. And right around that time when he got into Saturday Night Fever, like the disco.
Oh, yeah. All
Awesome
the good stuff.
Yeah. Anyway, we're back from the Hughes Intelligence Hockey Suite. You know, aside from the goal that Ryan Brown got, and we'll talk about that, but I thought they played a much better period.
A lot better. They were sticking it to them for sure. They got the shots on net. A lot of it was spent in the zone.
It really was.
That's the only problem with my seat is when they have a good second period, I never see a lot of it because it's all down here and I'm down there.
Well, but it was stay great. Up here with me.
I'll just come up for the second then.
Yeah, okay. No, it was a better and good for Ryan Brown. Like we talked before, he was in that sophomore slump you talked about.
Yep.
He's really come out of that well, and he's been a really strong player for this team.
Oh, he's been fantastic. From having, I think, 9 points to almost 9 in his last 4 or 5 games, it's been an incredible improvement. Was expecting to see that for sure. It's just one of those talents you can't keep down for very long.
Right.
They'll get those odd games. You'll get a rough couple weeks, maybe a month. But if you're a good player like Ryan Brown is, you'll find a way to come back from that.
Yeah,
and he has.
Sure.
He's shown up almost every single game.
Yep. You can see the frustration out there with the Sting, though. Like you see Diorio with some opportunity himself, and then Beckham Edwards, Beamish. They kind of bang the stick down, or you can read their lips.
They had a 5-on-3 at the very start of that start of that period, and they none of them could get a one-timer off. Right. It was like anytime they tried to clap it, it was like right under the stick or right past them. Like they need Ovechkin out there to teach them how to one-time, I think.
Right. But at the same time, Kitchener's right there, and that's part of what's made Kitchener a force to be reckoned with, so to speak. And I mean, there were lots of opportunities, a few breakaway opportunities, and just you could see the frustration.
I was definitely frustrated on that. It was a 4-on-1 there,
right.
And I don't think I saw one pass. That's a perfect opportunity to have a tic-tac-toe play and have the goalie move as many times as you can, but. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there.
Well, that comes from looking around again too, right?
I was gonna say
where
that
the players
actually.
Are.
Yeah, just pick your head up and look. You've got 3 guys that are with you that are wide open. Give it to somebody, and maybe you'll get it back. If you really do want that goal, maybe it's just a tic-tac-toe and it's right back to you. Yeah. But you got to move the puck.
It almost feels a little bit like when they have that opportunity, rather than passing that puck, they're kind of like, okay, I'm right here. I got to do it.
I have to shoot.
Yeah, and it's like it's that balance, like. Everybody's like, shoot it, but then, no, pass. There is a time to pass, right?
So easy to say when you're sitting up here, but it reminds me, I don't know if you've seen the Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock Holmes, when he slows the whole fight scene down in his head. And he says, I will, this. It's almost like you just slow the game down. You're not going to lose the puck immediately. Just slow it down for just a quick second. Yep. Take a breath, look around. It's still... It's a matter of seconds out there, but it's still just take that extra quick second and know where your surroundings are, know where your line mates are.
I think also too, though, Kitchener probably thought they might be a little further ahead at this point of the game as well at 2-1. The last time here again, it was 5-0 against this team. I mean, and that's where I want to kind of go back to the frustration. But if you look at this game compared to the last time they played Kitchener, this Sarnia Sting Hockey Club has grown.
Oh, for sure. From losing 5-0 and getting blown out in your own building to putting up a serious effort against a top-notch team,
Right.
it's worlds of improvement. And I'm sure they feel that as well.
Yeah, I'm proud of this team. I think they're still getting organized, and they've got a long way to go. But I was nervous coming into this game here tonight, so I can imagine how the boys must have felt coming in after, and preparing for tonight. I'm reading the stats. I'm like, oh, yeah, 5-0. Oh, wow, here we go, right? And then Kitchener's only gotten better, too. So, but this game means more to the Sting than it does to Kitchener at this point because of that hopeful tipping point for the Sting.
Most definitely, and then if you can get a third win, it's just every notch on your belt. It's how many can we get in a row? Can we do?
Yeah.
I know it'll be a little bit. It'll be away games and then a break, but it's can we go down to London and beat them now? If you've
Right.
got that notch, that Kitchener notch on your belt, it's like, well, we can do it to this team. Why can't
Well,
we do
I don't know if they're even thinking about London yet.
No, this is all.
They got to get through this one first, but. I'd be looking, I'd be going, okay, we got to do
who's
this. Who's
next?
Right? Yeah, who's next out there? Merritt, here we are. We're at 13,000.
Nice.
Connor Koch followed us. Thank you very much. And
That's a great first name.
Liking as much as you get, Merrick. You're doing great, buddy. Thanks for all the likes. That's awesome. Mama Martha. Hello, Mama Martha on TikTok. If you're sorry, when I look at TikTok, Facebook gets my forehead right there.
You got a good hairline at least.
Right? Thanks. We're going to get your... Yeah, never mind. This is still...
You don't worry about what you're going to say next.
I know. This is still a winnable game for the Sarnia Sting at this point. 14 shots on goal to the 18 of the Kitchener. I mean, that's fairly balanced. At the end of the day, the ones that matter are the ones that go in.
I believe it was 11-5 at the end of the first, so that period was all us.
Right. Five. You got 5 for us.
Yeah, it was
shots
11.
On goal.
Yeah. Just a huge improvement, and it's extremely winnable. It was a 2-goal game, and that's achievable. It's not in the bag, but you've got it. This is their game to win, I think, and just keep the pressure on. Like we said earlier, but maybe not to their benefit that Kitchener might be thinking, oh, loosey-goosey. Then now
maybe
they let off the gas for that period and realize, wow, this team is.
Well, again, it doesn't mean as much to them as it does to the Sting, just because of where they're in the stats right. Or the rankings right now. But yeah, to your point, I think the Sarnia Sting, though, they've had a lot of reasons for a long time to prove something, and I think they understand the importance of this game here tonight to show the fans, if not themselves, that we are still here. We're ready to play hockey, and I believe. So to speak,
I believe.
Right? Keep
It'd
the
be
faith.
An incredible way to go into the New Year's. We're not going to see them at home until 2025. But
right, New Year's Day.
What a fresh way to start. You can get a win and then go away for a little bit.
Don't be out late New Year's Eve now, Connor.
No, that's right. You won't be.
Okay.
It'll be a dry January.
Because that's a Sunday day game.
That's right. That's right.
It's 2 o'clock. You can sleep until 11.
I'll watch the ball drop. How about that? I'll go right to bed after.
All right.
that.
I'm going to text you at midnight.
After Anderson Cooper's done.
Now go to bed. You watch Anderson Cooper? Is that who drops it? I don't have it. I don't even know.
I don't.
Ryan Seacrest, I thought, did that still.
Remember that 12 years ago?
Yeah. I could do that job.
You definitely could do that job. Why don't we have one down here?
Well, you know what? Years ago, I think it was like 2010 or 11, they had a ball drop downtown Sarnia.
Did they?
It was 8,000 people down there, and I was.
That's awesome.
I was the Ryan Seacrest. I was the guy on stage. It was fun.
Just maybe not as good looking.
It was right. It was freezing as. Yeah. It was cold, Batman. It was freezing. They had heaters up on the stages, like the blow heaters.
Oh, jeez.
I made sure I strategically stood in certain spots so I didn't freeze.